Things to Do in Jefferson County by Jessie Short of Port Ludlow Associates. After one of the rainiest Januaries on record and the continued practice of social distancing, it's likely you're itching to get outside and possibly even to travel. One of the great benefits of living in Washington is the close proximity to areas that make your travel feel like a real getaway from everyday life. From almost anywhere in the state, hop in the car, and in a few hours, you can be at Olympic National Park, one of the United States' largest temperate rainforests. Visit beautiful Lake Crescent or the beaches at Kalalik. Hike through the whole rainforest and visit the Hall of Mosses. By the time this goes to publication, hopefully most readers will have received their vaccinations. For those still not feeling comfortable enough to travel long distances, there is plenty to do and see within the confines of the Olympic Peninsula. Port Ludlow. Make Port Ludlow your base camp and recharge at the resort at Port Ludlow. The resort's guest rooms were updated in early 2021 with new beds, paint, and flooring, and still include cozy gas fireplaces and a large jetted tub that'll be sure to provide you with the relaxed atmosphere you're seeking. Get out on the water in a kayak and paddle the protected waters of Ludlow Bay, where you'll take in marine wildlife and a plethora of avian creatures. With 30 plus miles of maintained trails to hike, you can stay socially distanced while taking in the serenity of nature. The most well-known trail, the Ludlow Falls Interpretive Trail, is a half-mile loop that all skill levels can enjoy. The championship 18-hole golf course has never played better, and choosing to walk the course will guarantee you reach your step count for the day and burn an average of 800 calories. After all that exercise, indulge with a glass of wine and farm-to-table dining at the Fireside Restaurant, with most ingredients sourced from local area farms. Fort Flagler. For military and maritime enthusiasts, enjoy a drive through Marrowstone Island and end at Fort Flagler Historical State Park with its water views of the Strait of Juan de Fuca and Whidbey Island. Surrounded on three sides by 19,000 feet of saltwater shoreline, Fort Flagler is a great location for kite flying, beach exploration, clam digging and crabbing, camping, and more. The park offers a military museum and gift shop with guided tours of the gun emplacements and other facilities during the summer season. Chimacum. The Chimacum Valley is a vast agricultural resource, home to many small family-owned farms. During the summer, visit the Jefferson County Farmers Market on Sundays to pick up produce, proteins, and locally made artisan crafts. Some farms, such as Red Dog Farm or Spring Rain Farm, even host their own farm stands where you're sure to get the freshest ingredients available. If you're a plant lover or just want to stop for some fresh air, visit the Kulkahan Native Plant Garden, located in H.J. Carroll Park. Not only beautiful, this 1-acre garden offers 7 distinct Pacific Northwest ecosystems: damp forest, dry forest, edgeland, meadow, montane, subalpine, and wetland. Well labeled, the Native Plant Garden is an educational asset for learning about native Pacific Northwest plants and their applications for sustainable, earth-friendly landscaping. Be sure to make a stop at Fin River Cidery, an 80-acre orchard and farm that was recently named one of the 2021 Gold List Best Bars and Restaurants in the World by Condé Nast Traveler. Fin River was at the forefront of the Pacific Northwest hard cider revival. They craft ciders that recognize historic hard cider traditions, and offer fresh perspectives on the possibilities of the fermented apple. If your stop at Finn River doesn't quench your thirst, there are two other cideries on the Olympic Peninsula cider route to visit. Alpenfire, Washington State's first organic cidery, and Eagle Mount Wine and Cider, both located just a short drive away in Port Townsend. Port Townsend. Visiting Port Townsend's Main Street may feel like stepping back in time as you take in the historic architecture of the Victorian seaport. Support the small businesses that have been drastically affected by the pandemic and enjoy one of the many restaurants and quaint gift shops lining both sides of Water Street. Enjoy an experience you'll never forget with a guaranteed whale watching tour from Puget Sound Express. In the spring, gray whale tours are offered as the majestic whales migrate to Alaska, or take a 4-hour tour April through October and see humpbacks, minkies, and of course, the southern resident orcas. Port Townsend is home to a thriving maritime community and hosts the annual Wooden Boat Festival every September. The largest gathering of wooden boats, builders, and enthusiasts in the world. 2020's festival was held virtually, and organizers at the Northwest Maritime Center are currently planning and hopeful for a return in 2021. A Port Townsend treasure is the Rose Theater's Starlight Room, a 21-plus venue that offers beer, wine, or cocktails, and small plates from the Silverwater Cafe. Unlike a traditional movie theater, the Starlight Room features a selection of mismatched, cozy chairs and love seats and stunning views of downtown and Admiralty Inlet from the third floor windows before curtains are drawn at showtime. While currently closed under state restrictions, the Rose is open Saturdays, selling their renowned popcorn with unique seasonings. At this point in the reading, please make sure to call the Silverwater Cafe Rose Lounge and see what their new schedule is. Outside the city limits, visit the Port Townsend Aero Museum, a flight museum dedicated to preserving aviation history in the Pacific Northwest and featuring a collection of antique and classic aircrafts. Travel will soon return, but for now, exploring the beauty and serenity of your own backyard allows us to create a stronger connection with our community's history and culture, supports our local economies, and makes you appreciate the place you call home. Please don't forget to confirm businesses are operating and accepting patrons before traveling.